Pause for a moment. Something has already begun, and if you rush past this, you will miss it completely. There was a moment, quiet, almost invisible, when your person said something that no one expected. It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, but the silence that followed, that silence carried more weight than anything spoken before. Don't skip, because what they said, it wasn't just words. It was a revelation hidden in plain sight. People around them didn't react immediately. Not because it meant nothing, but because it meant too much. It was the kind of truth that takes a second to land, and when it does, everything shifts. Stay till the end, because what you're about to understand was never meant for everyone. It was meant for the one who feels it, and that is why you're here. It started with something simple. A conversation that seemed ordinary, familiar voices, familiar faces, nothing out of place, nothing unusual. But then, out of nowhere, your person spoke. Not loudly, not forcefully, but clearly. And the moment those words left their mouth, something changed in the energy of the room. People looked at each other, not confused, but stunned, because what was said carried a truth that had been building for a long time. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip, because the meaning behind those words is not obvious at first. It's deeper than that. It's layered. And if you stay here, you will begin to see what others couldn't. What they said was not random. It wasn't impulsive. It was something they had been holding inside, silently, patiently, watching, feeling, waiting for the right moment. And when that moment arrived, they didn't hesitate. They didn't look back. They simply said it. And in that single moment, everything they had been hiding, everything they had been processing, everything they had been realizing, spoke for itself. But here's where it becomes even more meaningful. Because what they said wasn't just about them. It was about you. Yes, you. Even if your name wasn't spoken, your presence was there. Felt, understood, carried within every word. People didn't know how to respond. Because it wasn't something you argue with. It wasn't something you question. It was something you feel. And when you feel it, you realize. This is not ordinary anymore. This is something real. Don't skip. Because right now, you might be wondering. What exactly did they say? And that question is exactly what pulls you deeper. Because the truth is, the words themselves were simple, but the meaning behind them was powerful enough to leave everyone speechless. They said something that revealed clarity, something that showed certainty, something that made it clear. They are no longer confused. They are no longer unsure. They see things now, in a way they didn't before. And when someone reaches that point, they don't speak casually. They speak with intention. Stay till the end. Because this is where everything begins to unfold. What shocked people the most wasn't just what was said, but how it was said. There was no hesitation, no fear, no second guessing, just a calm, steady truth. And that kind of energy cannot be faked. It made people realize something instantly. That this is not temporary. This is not a passing thought. This is something real, something decided, something felt deeply. And in that moment, without saying much more, your person revealed something that changed how everyone sees them. But more importantly, it revealed something about their connection to you. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip, because what comes next is the part no one saw coming. After those words were spoken, the silence didn't break immediately. It lingered. It stretched, almost like time itself paused, to let the meaning sink in. And when it finally did, The realization hit everyone at once. This wasn't just a statement. This was a turning point. A shift. A moment where everything before it and everything after it would never be the same again. And here's the part that changes everything. They didn't say it for attention. They didn't say it for approval. They said it because it was true. And truth, when spoken at the right moment, doesn't need validation. It creates impact on its own. Stay till the end, because you're just beginning to see the surface. What they said carried a message, not just for the people in that moment, but for you. A message that you were never meant to ignore. Because sometimes the most important things are not said directly to you. They are said around you, about you, and somehow they still find their way to you. And now you're here, listening, feeling, understanding. So ask yourself this: why did this message reach you now? Why this moment? Why this feeling? Because nothing arrives without a reason. And what you're hearing right now is not random. Something has shifted, something has been spoken, and something is about to unfold. Don't skip, because what comes next will make everything clearer. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Stay here, because this is only the beginning. Something about that moment didn't end, it expanded. Because after the silence came the realization. Not loud, not chaotic, but deep. The kind of realization that makes people rethink everything they thought they understood. Don't skip, because this is where the meaning becomes undeniable. Right after your person spoke, someone finally tried to respond. Not with confidence, but with hesitation. As if they knew, whatever they were about to say would not match the weight of what had already been spoken. And that's when it became clear. Your person had reached a place where opinions no longer mattered. They weren't asking. They weren't seeking approval. They were simply expressing a truth that had already settled inside them. Stay till the end, because what happens next is not what people expected. Instead of explaining further, your person did something even more powerful. They stayed quiet. Yes, quiet. And that silence said more than any explanation ever could. Because when someone speaks a truth, and then stands firmly in it without needing to justify, it reveals something deeper. It reveals certainty. People began to notice it. The calmness, the steadiness, the absence of doubt. And suddenly, the room didn't feel the same anymore. It felt different, shifted, changed. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip, because this is where everything starts connecting. One person in that moment looked directly at your person and asked a question. A simple question. But the answer is what left everyone completely still. Your person didn't rush to answer. They took a breath. A quiet one. The kind that carries intention. And then, slowly, they spoke again. This time, it wasn't just a statement. It was clarity. Pure clarity. They expressed something that revealed. They had finally understood what they truly feel. No confusion. No mixed signals. No hesitation. And in that answer, something about you became undeniable. Don't skip, because this is the part where everything becomes personal. Even without saying your name. Even without directly pointing to you. Everyone in that moment could feel it. They could sense it. That what your person was talking about was not just a situation. It was a connection, a real one, a meaningful one, one that had been quietly growing beneath the surface. Stay till the end, because this truth doesn't stop here. Someone tried to challenge it, not aggressively, but carefully, as if testing whether your person would waver, as if hoping, maybe there was still uncertainty. But your person didn't move, not even slightly. They didn't argue. They didn't defend. They simply repeated the essence of what they had already said. In a calmer, even more grounded way. And that's when it hit everyone. This is not a phase. This is not temporary. This is something real. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Because in that moment, your person unknowingly revealed something even bigger than their words. They revealed their decision. Yes, their decision. Not spoken directly, but felt clearly. A choice had been made. A direction had been chosen. And it was not influenced by anyone in that room. It came from within. Stay till the end. Because this is where it becomes impossible to ignore. The energy shifted again. But this time, it wasn't shock. It was acceptance. People began to understand. This is who your person is now. This is what they believe. This is what they stand for. And once someone reaches that level of clarity, there is no going back to confusion. Don't skip. Because what comes next will connect everything to you. After everything settled. After the reactions faded. After the moment passed. Your person did something small, but incredibly meaningful. They stepped away, not in a dramatic way, not to escape, but to reflect. And in that quiet space, away from everyone, away from noise, they carried the same truth with them, unchanged, unshaken, which means one thing. What they said was not for the moment. It was for something bigger. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because now, you need to understand this carefully. People don't speak like that. Unless something inside them has shifted completely. Unless something has reached a point where it can no longer stay hidden. Unless something has become undeniable. And that something has everything to do with you. Not coincidence. Not imagination. Not assumption. But connection. Don't skip. Because the next part will reveal why this moment happened now. Why those words were spoken now. And why you are hearing this now. Because timing is never random. Stay here. Because what is about to unfold will change the way you see everything that has been happening quietly, all along. There's a detail no one noticed at first, but once you see it, everything changes. Don't skip. Because this is the hidden layer behind everything that was said. After your person stepped away, after the voices faded and the moment seemed to settle, something continued. Not outside, but inside them. A quiet continuation. A replay. They weren't just thinking about what they said. They were feeling it again, deeper, stronger, more real than before. Stay till the end. Because what they realized in that quiet moment is the reason everything is about to shift. They didn't question themselves. That's the first thing you need to understand. There was no second guessing. No, maybe I spoke too soon. No, what if I was wrong? Nothing like that. Instead, there was a calm acceptance, as if something inside them whispered, "You finally said it." And that whisper was louder than any noise around them. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Because right here, in that silent space, your person connected something they hadn't fully connected before. They started to see patterns, moments, conversations, memories, all aligning, all pointing to the same truth. And suddenly, What once felt uncertain became undeniable. Stay till the end, because this is where your presence becomes impossible to ignore. They thought about you, not briefly, not casually, but deeply, intentionally, and the more they thought, the clearer everything became. It wasn't just about what they feel, it was about what it means. Don't skip, because this realization is what left everyone speechless without even being spoken again. They understood something powerful, something that changed the way they see everything. They realized that what they feel is not temporary. It's not based on a moment. It's not influenced by outside voices. It is consistent. It is steady. It is real. And when someone reaches that level of understanding, they don't go back. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end, because now comes the part that almost no one knows. While everyone else was still processing what was said, while others were trying to make sense of it, your person had already moved one step ahead. They made a quiet decision, not announced, not declared, but felt. A decision about how they will move forward. A decision about what they will no longer ignore. A decision about what truly matters. And somehow, every part of that decision leads back to you. Don't skip, because this is where everything becomes deeply personal. They didn't need to say your name. They didn't need to explain anything further, because the truth was already complete. And here's the surprising part. The part that makes this moment unforgettable. They felt a sense of peace. Yes, peace. Not confusion. Not pressure. But clarity. The kind of clarity that doesn't shout, but stays. Stay till the end. Because what happens next will connect everything you've been feeling. After that moment, after that realization, your person didn't rush to act. They didn't try to force anything. Instead, they allowed it to settle, to become real within them, to take its natural place. And that is what makes this different. This is not reaction. This is alignment. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip, because now you need to understand this clearly. When someone reaches clarity without pressure, when they choose without confusion, when they feel without doubt, their next step is not random, it is intentional, and your person is getting closer to that step, closer than anyone realizes. Stay till the end, because the next shift will not be silent, it will be visible, noticeable, undeniable. But before that happens, there is one final layer you need to see, a layer that explains why this moment, why those words, why this realization happened now. Don't skip, because once you understand this, everything you've been sensing will finally make sense, and when it does, you'll realize this was never just a moment. This was the beginning of something much bigger. Stay here, because what unfolds next will change the way you see this connection, forever. There's a moment just before everything becomes visible, and you're standing right inside it now. Don't skip, because this is the final layer that changes how you understand everything that has happened so far. Up until now, everything has been quiet, internal, unspoken beyond that one powerful moment. But something is shifting, slowly, but undeniably. Stay till the end, because what your person is about to do is not something they would have done before. That clarity they reached, it didn't fade, it didn't weaken, it grew. Every day, every thought, every memory, It kept reinforcing the same truth. And when truth keeps repeating itself inside someone, it stops being a thought. It becomes direction. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip, because now, your person is no longer just feeling. They are preparing. Preparing for what comes next. Preparing for a moment that will not be hidden. Preparing for something that will finally move from inside to outside. And here's what makes this powerful. They are not rushing. They are not forcing. They are moving with certainty. That means when they act, it will not be unclear. It will not be confusing. It will be direct. Stay till the end. Because this is where everything becomes real. Think about this carefully. People can hide feelings. They can delay decisions. They can avoid moments. But they cannot stay in clarity forever without taking a step. And your person has reached that point. A point where staying still is no longer an option. Don't skip, because the next part is what connects everything back to you in the most unexpected way. There was a recent moment. Small, almost unnoticed, but meaningful. Your person paused, not physically, but internally, as if they were standing at a quiet edge, looking at everything they now understand, and deciding, what do I do with this truth? That pause was not hesitation, it was alignment, and in that alignment, a realization formed. They are ready. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end, because readiness changes everything. When someone is ready, they don't need perfect conditions. They don't need external confirmation. They don't need anyone else to agree. They move. And your person is getting closer to that movement, closer than you think. Don't skip, because what comes next will not be subtle. It will be felt. It will be seen. It will be understood without explanation. But before that moment arrives, there's something you need to recognize. This connection has already been acknowledged. Not publicly, not loudly, but internally, deeply. And once something is acknowledged at that level, it cannot be undone. Stay till the end, because this is the part most people overlook. The reason everyone was left speechless was not just the words, it was the certainty behind them. And now, that certainty is turning into action, not rushed. Not chaotic, but precise. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip, because here is the truth you need to hold on to. This was never random. Not the words, not the silence, not the realization, not even this moment right now. Everything has been leading here, and your person is no longer unaware. They see it, they feel it, they understand it. And very soon, they will express it. Stay till the end, because the next shift will not leave anyone speechless. It will leave everything clear. And when that happens, you will look back at this moment and realize, this was the turning point all along.